That is really funny.
That's some funny shit.
So, like, the funny thing is, like, I have a story similar to that today because I actually came home and I went to sleep. I went to sleep for about an hour and I woke up. Now, granted, when I get home, I wake my son up, and and he gets ready for school. My daughter gets ready for school. And then after that, they're gone and my wife goes to work. So it's just me and Hefe. Hefe's usually asleep. So I wake up and I hear a phone go off. Granted, my son Hef took my oldest son's phone. All right, he took his phone, and you know what? This is my baby boy is a fucking psychopath. Listen, I come home from work. All right, I go up the stairs. I go and I'm looking in the hallway. I'm walking through the hallway to get into the bedroom, and I look, and I see a cup, and I'm like, I hate when he brings cups upstairs. All right, so I pick this cup up, and this cup has 2 4-inch long, 3-inch wide balls of shit in this cup. He shit in a cup.
What the fuck?
Shit in a cup?
Shit in a cup? I saw a video like that once.
I seen a dude who
No, but
put
he's
a cup
3.
up his ass, a glass cup, and it busted. Did you see that?
I heard about it, and I would not watch it because I did not. I heard the description. I'm like, I'm not watching that.
Crazy, dude. Like
Isn't it called Sandbox or something like that?
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Welcome to No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter Podcast, which is
An EMP Network production.
in this show you'll encounter nothing but
Straight talk. No PC.
No PC.
No PC consistency.
Please note that the
Opinions from the host.
Are not a reflection of the EMP network. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening,
thanks for opening up your ears and your minds.
and we hope you like this one.
Hey guys, welcome to No Filter. I'm your host, Remorseless. I'm sitting here with Double D
Hey, what's up?
and Vandalay,
Vandalay Industries.
and we're rocking.
That's great.
Why you put your head down? You know I'm right.
I don't
You
know what it's
fucking know
called.
it.
I don't know what it's called, but I know that there was a guy who sat on a cup and it was a glass. And the shit broke. Are we recording? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
I mentioned
but,
2 girls, 1 cup, and you bring up your favorite.
Yeah, so that is crazy.
No, but he shit in a cup. It's crazy. But the biggest thing is, like, obviously I threw the cup away, but the
At
biggest
least he
thing
didn't
is,
shit on
like,
the floor.
But see, that's the thing. The accuracy is so wild to me because it's not like the cup is smaller than
Yeah,
that one right there.
That took some effort.
Yeah. But here's the thing. His potty, when he goes to shit on the potty, the toilet seat is covered in shit.
See, I'm a little concerned on your description of the size. Is he all right?
I don't know what he ate. It looked like he ate a baby leg.
He filled up the whole cup? He filled the entire cup
He said
up?
there were like 2 balls, 4 inches by 3 inches.
The cup was like this, and it was full with 2 things of shit like this big. It was pretty. They looked like golden nuggets.
Did you give
Solid
him
as a rock.
Did you give him a full fucking steak or something? Like-
Man, I'm telling you, I think he ate another kid.
Give that boy some Metamucil, man.
I know. He needs
Some
fiber.
Miralax.
He needs fiber right now.
No, but what was before I said the shit and cup story? Oh yeah, so because you were like it's giving you anxiety to hear sounds around the house. That's weird to me.
Oh, yeah. Especially knocking on the door, because somebody was knocking on your door a little bit ago. And I was saying how if you didn't flinch, neither one of you guys flinched. Didn't even look up.
The black guys.
You guys.
Yin's guys.
You people,
guys.
neither of you people flinched.
You people.
So I was saying that if somebody knocked on my door, I would be on full alert, because that should not be happening. People should not be knocking on my door. If somebody is knocking on my door, I mean, something's up.
Nobody should knock. Okay, so see, that's really good because I I had one of my topics was about home accommodations, like because we were talking before when we were trying to get this recording session scheduled, and you were like, yeah, so you just allow people to pop up. My house is the chill house. Like usually, like for example, if Vandalay comes through, he'll call me like, hey, bro, what you doing? Nothing. All right, that's it, and then like 20 minutes later, he's coming through the door. He's not even knocking.
Maybe for like the last 3 months, I haven't knocked on his door. I just walk in.
Nobody knocks
I mean,
on my
you
door.
guys are close.
Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, strangers just don't walk into my house. But if I know somebody's coming, yeah, they just walk in. Like, because if you knock on the door, I'm going to say it's open. I'm not going to the door.
He leaves it unlocked.
Yeah.
I don't leave my door unlocked, but what's weird to me, man, like what gets me, like sniffles, like sniffs. I live alone, so I could have swore I heard someone upstairs in my house. And I was like, what the fuck, I'm not going up there.
When we first moved into this house, like, you got to keep in mind, I'm from the north side. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the north side of Pittsburgh. It's a bad neighborhood. So I'm used to, just commotion. So, and it was so quiet. I've never heard house sounds. Yeah. So
it talks to you.
It is so fucking scary. Like I was playing PlayStation and I literally had one headphone off of my ear and like my head on the swivel in my house with all the doors locked. Like I could not turn off the lights. Like every single light in my house was lit up. I was so fucking paranoid.
Why? What was going on?
I've never had a basement before, Double D, or a deck. Like, this shit was scary.
Just having a basement near you.
You got to keep in mind, I suffer from paranoia. I have a door in my basement that somebody can come into. So what I do is I'll put a box in front of the basement door, so that way, if you open it, something falls. Like I'll put the broom there, so something falls, and I know, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get the gun.
My mom has bells on every door because she lives alone.
It's fucking.
So if you open any
smart.
door, she can hear you. And she sleeps like really light. You know what I mean?
Like it's like I've never like it paranoid the shit, and I also suffer from paranoia, so I always think somebody's trying to kill me. So like that on with a house that's moaning for some reason, maybe because somebody's inside of it. I don't know why, but
houses make noises.
Yeah,
they make a lot of noise.
It's the creepiest shit ever. I'm sitting there watching a movie and I hear like just weird sounds in the house.
That may be an alien. I think you might want to check under your couch for boogers and aliens.
We're gonna mark this as Area 52 around this house.
No, but like you just hear weird sounds and shit. Like, and I've never heard that before. Like you'll hear the wind hit your screen door. Like I've never had a screen door. The wind hit the screen door and it's like, whoo, and it makes like a brushing sound, like a metal. Here, I'm gonna make it for you guys. Hold on.
Wait, he said boogers and aliens.
It makes that sound.
I think the listeners will get that in about a week or so.
Maybe on Thursday. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I didn't hear it at first. I didn't catch it. Sit under that couch. It'd be boogers and aliens.
So despite all that, yet you still don't flinch when somebody knocks on your door
because
there's people around.
Well, it's not even that. Like I've been near death several times. Like it's like this. If you're gonna kill me, like if you're gonna come in and do something, you better make sure that it's the final. Like it's gonna be the last blow. Because if I could rebut,
you better make sure it's gonna be the last blow.
Hang on, I know you're about to kill me. Just let me suck your dick, please.
These guys, man. These guys. This is the perfect podcast for that. It's the perfect podcast for that.
It's a must before I go.
Like, and that's one of the things. Like, people walk up, people try to scare me and stuff, and like they're like, "You don't even flinch," and I'm like, "You're not gonna hurt me. Like, you better make sure that you knock me out or kill me on your first swing. Otherwise, you're gonna die." So I don't care. Like, I'm not worried about somebody coming through that door. Like, I'm not gonna flinch. I'm not worried about somebody knocking on my door. And plus, like, always growing up, you can attest to this, Art. Mm-hmm. My house was always the chill house. Like people came over, everybody came over, everybody ate. I've always had a lot of people. Once you're close, like I have a rule in my house. Once you're there once, you know where everything is. I'm not getting shit for you. Go get it yourself.
See, I was like the complete opposite because I was the only child. My mom, like, she wasn't home a lot and stuff. So I used to, like I told you guys, I used to sit in the dark and watch like Forensic Files and shit like that. So I still do that.
You said used to?
I still do it.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
You turn it on. You turn it off when the sun comes up.
Yeah, like it's the weirdest thing. I'm like, I can't watch this shit anymore. It's from Sports Center.
Ever since that kidnapping incident, shit's not funny.
Daylight.
Once again, this is the podcast for this.
But yeah, it's the weirdest thing. So I still sit in the house like in the dark. But like I said, if the weirdest thing that creeps me out is sniffles. And if I hear something that's like someone could be outside because I have these huge like windows in front of my house, so you can hear everything. And someone could be like on the sidewalk and they could be like walking past and go, and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? Like it just creeps me out. So I don't know, but
What
anything
a
else, I can sit
fucking
there and
loser.
watch like X-Files, Forensic Files, all type of murder mysteries in the dark with popcorn and just by myself. I've always been like that as a kid. It's been weird.
I like I said, it depends on what it is for me. Like I don't know if like I take everything that I watch at face value if it's like entertainment. So if it's like something that says based on a true story, I believe it.
Shit.
So,
Oh shit!
I believe
You already
it.
know. You
So,
already know.
like, and that's those are the ones that like creep me out. Like I can watch Paranormal Activity and like scary movies like fucking Insidious and shit like that, and I won't even blink. But if I watch something like The Haunting in Connecticut,
Do you guys know who Nick Swartzen is, the comedian?
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
played like the gay roller skater on Reno 911.
Reno 9, yeah.
He had this stand up and he was talking about how you should use that based on a true story thing, like in movie trailers, like while people are sitting in the movies watching the trailers before the movie comes on, and it should be like something real fucked up where like I don't know, like the husband blows like all the kids' brains out and all this stuff, and then she just say based on a true story just to fuck with the stone people. You're like, what the fuck was that?
damn, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Then he
It's messed up, man.
He also said that they should use like weird names for the trailers, so they would show like a movie with a family ravaged apart, and you know they were in the woods and they were trying to find their way to health and all. And he said, coming to you from the writers of it's I don't know, Sunny in Philadelphia, we bring you Boner Soup. It has nothing to do with like the premise of the movie, like the title. He said once again, just to fuck with like the high people.
Boner soup. I can see that.
Boner Soup.
Wait,
Like,
did I
didn't
bring
see
this
a
in?
boner soup in the whole thing. Like Boner Soup.
So what do you think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Did you ever see that?
Yeah. The first one I seen, I think it came out when I was back in high school. I was like, this
That
is the
shit
craziest
was
shit I've ever seen in my life.
The remake.
That shit was so stupid.
The first remake.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
But see, that says that was based on true events. That didn't freak you out.
but I'm not gonna go to a place like that.
I would like to see you deep in the heart of the country.
But you know what's funny? You don't never see black people in those movies.
That's because nobody travels to areas like that. Like,
But even still, like they don't make like black horror movies.
That's you know what? That's true. And in Get Out, if you remember, they kind of lampooned that fact.
Right. But like there's always just that one guy. Like I think there was like House on Haunted Hill, and I think it was like Tay Diggs.
no,
they
there's
try to
there's
put
gonna
it in
be
there.
there's gonna be a new scary movie. It's called Us.
Us with
Yeah,
that's another one
that
that
shit-
Jordan Peele wrote.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I love
it's his
Lupita.
second one.
Is
So
it a horror movie?
it's a horror movie. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think that
Hold on, I
that's
just want to go on record saying I love Lupita. But anyway, continue.
smooth. Yeah. So I think I think like what he's trying to do is change the narrative
Oh, nice.
of scary. You know how scary movies
Yeah.
are portrayed, and he's making them predominantly black, fewer whites. Because most scary movies, we'll just call a spade. They're predominantly white.
Yeah,
And
and
it's-
the black person gets killed
First. Yeah.
and that's in Scream 2. The cameraman, not Joel. Yeah, it was Joel. He's like, nah, this is. He's like, the brother ain't in the union no more. Talking about Kenny from the first film.
Yeah.
He's like, the black man's always the first to go.
Yeah. I know. I like what they tried to do on that Halloween when they put
Scream
LL
was
and
fucking genius, man.
Busta
Love
Rhymes in those
Scream.
Halloweens. I like what they tried to do, and I think they both lasted.
LL Cool J was
LL lasted on Deep Blue Sea too.
Yeah,
yeah.
because black people don't fucking swim with sharks, man. Like,
I don't think they swim.
yeah, we don't. We really don't.
We don't fucking scuba
Have you
dive,
ever
I'll tell
been
that
to
shit.
Have you ever been to the Boyce Park wave pool?
But yeah. I love going
It's
there.
hilarious. You just see people laid out around it, and the waves come on, no one gets in.
Yo, the saddest thing is that is very, very true.
It's funny as shit, dude. Like, but
But
then when you go
no-
to South Park, you see everybody just fucking diving in, like, or Settler's Cabin.
And that's what makes scary movies like predominantly white, because and this is a perfect thing, because example is how we have these conversations where you're like, well, I want to do this and I want to, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, you want to go into space and you want to fucking go ghost hunting and shit like that, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to do that. Like, and the funny thing is, like, black people generally don't get into shit like that.
Right, so that's the reason why horror movies are predominantly white, because black
Exactly.
people won't find themselves in that situation.
Yeah, but like, and you notice that there's not really a bunch of outrage about black people dying, black people not being in scary movies.
Yeah, like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because you don't want to be in them.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to be in the slasher movies and movies where we're fucking haunted. Most of us grew up in a church. We don't want to go be an exorcised.
Anything demonic. Yeah. I've never.
I'd like to see that. That'd be a good movie.
I think I've taken one
A black
girl-
demon.
No, black people in a demon movie. I'd like to see that.
There was Vampire in Brooklyn.
Why not just use the
Is that Eddie
fucking
Murphy?
charger? That's
Motherfucker, quit bringing up Eddie Murphy
He
movies.
loves Eddie Murphy. Why not just use the charger that's there?
Because it doesn't fit. Pause. Look, I think you were trying to set me up with that one.
I wasn't.
This is the new Samsung, okay? This is it's a whole
The
new.
bouge news.
What is it? What is it called?
It's
The
a US
Samsung what?
This is the S9.
That is not new.
It is new. It's
What?
the newest. The 10 doesn't come out until next month.
Exactly. So it's not new.
It's the newest.
You said it's the new Samsung.
Anyway, it has a USB-C charger, so
yeah,
it's different.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Wait,
Oh,
there's a new
okay.
kind of charger?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's wider than
Unfortunate.
wider than the regular one.
that's what she said.
Huh. Is everything switching over to this, or is this a third option?
It's
I think-
it's girthy.
I think majority of the so you probably have like your Samsungs, your Windows phones. They may be also. I know most of the Samsungs are.
I have an
upgrading to
LG.
Oh,
my
the newer
son's,
ones.
my
LGs.
son's my son's phone. My son has a ZTE. I have an LG. My wife has a ZTE.
that. I think it's the new
and they all take
generation
that, yeah.
thing, because when I went to get a car charger, and they're starting to sell a bunch of those now too. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, I think it's,
Let me tell you something. Double D. My phone charges in 45 minutes. 100%.
crazy.
You know, I think that's. I was surprised to know that they have different technologies for USB. Like there's
You were
USB 2.0, 3.0, and that the new
Yeah, I think-
technologies
Yeah, that's what these are.
charge
These are
faster.
3.0s. But you.
I thought it was called C.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway,
But anyway, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that there was a new tech. Because do you guys remember, like 10 years ago, there was like 5 different styles of charger.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
had to like pick the right one. Now we were down to like 2. You had Apple, and then you had the USB or mini USB. Now there's a third one.
I like the
did not know about
universal ones though. I like and I also like the no plug-in chargers as well.
The what?
the one you can like sit on, like it has like a
Oh, like a pad?
Well, you
pad,
can
yeah.
you can get adapters for them now, where you actually put the little piece inside of your charger port.
Oh, I've seen
and
that.
you can actually sit it on the pad.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
it'll
do,
charge
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah, that's cool.
technology.
I like it.
Yeah, but anyway, home accommodations. so like you said that people don't knock on your door. Is it because you just don't have company, or?
I don't have company. If I do have company, I know that they're coming. I'm expecting them, and they, so if I do hear the doorbell, that's another thing. If somebody's coming that I know, they'll usually ring the doorbell. If I don't know them, somebody I don't know, they'll knock on the door. So that's another indicator to
So
me
do you
that I
give
know.
people
if
like
it's-
certain times, like, hey, come at 5?
Between 5:15 and 5:20.
Well, if I have somebody over at my house, yeah, I'd tell them what time to come over.
Really? That is
Yeah,
crazy.
why would I not?
Like, if you're just like hanging out for the day, you're just like, yeah, come on by today. Do you give them a time?
I'll be like, what time?
Really?
Yeah, why would I? Because
if I'm in the house, like if it's a Sunday and I'm watching like football or something, I'm just like, I'll be here all day. Just come whenever. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even that. Like, if I'm in the house, like, here's the thing. Usually people just pop up because I don't answer my phone anyway. But people either just pop up and just walk in the door, or like if you do show up and I'm not there, you just missed out.
That's another black thing. Double D. A lot of black people don't answer their phones.
oh, I don't
then-
answer my phone either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they hit you with the like. I have one friend who texts me back 3 days later all the time. Just now seeing this. I'm pretty sure you're not.
I'm pretty sure you're lying.
Because you look
Like
at
I said, what
everyone-
I do is I look at my phone and I'll read the text message and I'll probably answer out loud and then I'll sit my phone back down.
and then forget completely about
And
it.
forget.
I hate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll look at it and be like, I'll answer this in a couple minutes, and then I forget about it.
And then you flip your phone over and you see that little one next to the note thing and you're like, oh shit. And it said, oh, call me back in an hour. It's really important. 3 hours later. Is it still important, John?
So yeah, like say I told somebody to come over, like I would want to know the general time whenever you're stopping over, because I got other things to do. I don't want to. That gives me anxiety. I think maybe because not knowing when somebody's going to come. Are they going to come now? Are they going to come in 2 hours?
So just work the shaft faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. What?
So, well, I had a joke to piggyback off of that, but I was like, you got it first.
Yeah.
No, so is it because like you're masturbating at a certain time and you don't want them to interrupt?
oh no.
That
No,
would blow.
it's just
That would really blow.
Have your friends ever walked in on you having sex?
They've rung the doorbell before, but not like walked in.
man,
Because
had multiple
I
people
fucking
walk
lock my
in the
door.
house when somebody was heels to Jesus.
Yeah, because I lock my door like a normal person. They can't just walk in.
You live.
yeah. This
in
whole thing with people
fucking
just
Carrick.
walking in your door.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I grew up. That's how I've always grew up. Like, for example, my kids are actually fortunate that they have doors on their rooms. We don't have privacy. We don't close the door when we use the bathroom. Like, we just don't do that. I've never.
That's
It was like that with me growing up too.
that's inconceivable to me.
So this may be another sort of,
It's either a black thing or we have a weird ass family thing.
yeah, it's either that.
Let's say
because-
culture.
it may be a cultural thing, right? We didn't have like I had doors, but I wasn't allowed to close my door.
Yeah.
And I was always that little kid that was like reading books and like doing shit that was super quiet.
Nerd.
And my mom would check on me. I'd be 10 years old. My mom would come and check. I'd be so quiet. And she'd be like, "You better make some noise when you're in there."
Yeah, well, I mean, as a parent, if it's
I
too
always
quiet,
get up,
you get
yeah.
nervous.
I always get up and check on the kids when they're too quiet. That shit is
Yeah.
scary.
But that was
That's
another
unnerving.
reason. That was another reason why I wasn't allowed to shut the door, like in case she couldn't get in. You know what I mean?
This one time, my son, he had a friend over, and I don't allow him to shut the doors. So,
Female friend.
no. So, damn, he's 11.
So what? You lost yours at 11.
Yeah, to a 15-year-old.
Put it there, Double D.
Yeah.
Anyway. So and I walked past and I seen the door was cracking. I was like, why is this door shut? And then he opened the door and I'm sitting in here doing work. I'm in the studio doing work and I have my door open. And he's like, so you're not allowed to close your door? And then my son's like, no. He was like, they're invading your privacy. I jumped,
Right on, little man.
I jumped
Stand up for yourself.
I jumped up and I walked in there. I was like, hey, get your stuff. It's time for you to go. Who the hell you think you are?
You can't kick me out. It's my right to be here.
It's your right to get thrown out of a fucking window. Fuck is wrong with you?
Did that make you like? Was that a little uneasy for you?
It pissed me off.
No, I'm talking about you realizing that your son is 11 and he may be possibly fucking now.
No. It would make me uneasy if it was my daughter.
Yeah, that would. Yeah,
But my son, no, I just buy him like the small condoms. He got an 11-year-old dick. It's not that big, obviously. I don't think so. I don't think it would be.
I don't know if they make condoms for 11-year-olds.
Yeah, I don't think that's a marketing demographic.
I think that's more of a pull-out kind of situation.
Come to think about it, I think I did lose my virginity raw.
Wow.
Whoa.
When I was 14, when I started having sex again at 14, yeah, no, I've obviously used condoms because
So
I know
you,
how'd you
do you have a 21-year-old son?
No.
How'd you go on a 3-year hiatus after? Did you not like it at 11?
I was 11. What kind of question is
Because like sex,
You didn't like that?
when you're
I mean, come
16 and you want to fuck again immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At
like,
11, I don't know what the
exactly.
mindset is like because I
Like,
wasn't
was
fucking
still
11,
playing, I was still playing with action figures.
and you were getting your dick sucked. Like,
But it wasn't one of those situations where it was like, yeah, this is awesome. It was one of those situations where it was like,
I guess I'm doing this.
I
guess this is happening.
This is happening.
I think.
Let me put my Ninja Turtles down.
Let me try to put one on her ass. Call him Shitty Man.
Wow, that was... If you're doing that at 11, man, where do you go from there?
Yeah, like you've reached all heights.
More than likely porn.
If you're inserting foreign objects into asses at 11.
Yeah, you're a porn star. You're a porn star at 13.
/ rock
For
star.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, well, I guess it's not speaking of which. Do you got a story for us?
Yeah, I have another one.
All right.
Tell me a story, Vandalay. Is it story time yet?
So look, so I go out to this club with a buddy, right? I just done pro day here in Pittsburgh, and I go out to a club to celebrate. And another one of my friends who actually did the pro day with me, he comes out as well. So there's 3 of us. We get into. You were there that night. You sold us the bottle. This is when you used to bartend. This is a hilarious night.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So he's at this club, he's bartending, and we're like, we want to buy a bottle. So we buy a bottle and we're drinking it, but we don't finish it because we used to call those large Grey Goose bottles. We used to call them baseball bats. We didn't finish the baseball bat. It was the 3 of us.
Speaking to the mic.
So we leave there and we go to an after-hour club. We sneak the baseball bat out. As we're walking up to the after-hour club, there's a cop.
Just the FYI, you didn't sneak shit out. I told them to let you go.
Oh, well, we left with the bottle. Who leaves a club with a bottle, right?
Nice.
So we go to this after-hour place, and as we're walking up, I have a fucking Oxford shirt on. I tried to put the bottle underneath it.
How's that go?
That's like trying to hide, like hide and seek, like hide under a carpet. So the cop
That was
goes,
a good analogy.
the cop goes, little man, you can't bring that in here. And I was like, what?
Little man.
Yeah, he definitely. That's like maybe the 3rd or 4th cop who's called me that like before. That's crazy. I'm not that damn small.
You hear how touchy? Mad touchy about that.
Little
Anywho,
man.
so I'm like, can we just take a couple swigs? He could see that we were clearly intoxicated. He's like, let us take a couple more swigs. So we drink a little bit. When we go in, we leave. When we leave, he, like my one buddy, is just so drunk to where he could barely stand up, barely walk. We shouldn't be driving. We start driving. He has a hotel room, and he's like, drop me off here, just go inside, get the keys, and help me get upstairs. So I go in, and it's after hours. So, when you walk up to a hotel at like 2, 3 in the morning, they don't just let you in. Like, there's like an intercom that you have to speak through. And because some people's flights, they land late and things of that sort. There could be all type of rigmarole. So I go in, and I was like, yeah, there's a room for such and such. The guy's like, there's no room here for it. And I'm like, what the fuck? But he's drunk, so I really can't trust him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm like, dude, you don't have a room here. We have to go. He's like throwing a fit. I have a fucking room. I'm like, dude. And at this time,
It's your friend Grover.
I have a room, Super Grover.
at this time, I this was even before I moved back to Pittsburgh. I was still in school at this time. So I drive back to my mother's house, and I used to park like in the alley. Park back there. I left him in the back seat. I was like, he's just too heavy for me to get out. And the other friend I dropped off at home. So go in the house. I wake up. Like, how you wake up from being like super drunk and your ears are ringing?
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, what the fuck happened last night? Like, And so my mom goes, "There's somebody in your car in the alley." I'm like,
You
"What?"
left him in the car?
Yeah, like that's what drunk people do. So I'm like, "What?"
Wait,
Someone's
hold
in.
on.
I'm freaking out.
You've never left your friend to sleep in your car?
No.
Seriously?
All you have to do is just make sure he's in the back seat.
I've slept in a car before, but I've never left somebody else in the car.
Oh, I've left several people.
It's too heavy
in the
for me to get out.
fucking
Like I
car.
had another guy with me that helped me before. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting him
I
out."
just didn't feel like it.
So I look out the window, and you can see like this small head moving around in the back seat, and you can tell he's up trying to see where the hell he's at, and I was up trying to see where the fuck I was
He's
at.
like Mr. Chan in the trunk during the hangover.
Exactly. So I go out, I open the door, there's throw up. He's laying in throw up. Like,
Oh,
it's everywhere,
God.
and I'm just like, fuck. I guess we'll clean it up later. So I was like, listen, man, I got a t-shirt for you, whatever. I'm just bring it out, just take you home. So as I'm driving him home, this is maybe like 6 a.m. Like we get in around 3. We only slept for a couple hours. As I'm driving him home, I'm driving on this one road, and this dog just flashes. This big ass white dog flashes, and the Jeep goes over him. Yo, he came out of nowhere.
This took a turn.
Humans 1, K9 0.
But look, I was so depressed, I start crying. He's like, I kid you not. He goes, pull over at this gecko. We pull over, he bought me a Slurpee. Everything was all right. Took him home, went home. Forgot all about it. It was so weird because we were still like drunk, when all this shit happened. And
My
it was
kids
such a
still-
delayed reaction when the dog jumped out in the middle of the street.
You sure it was a dog, man? Did you hit and run a
It was
dog?
either a
drunk
Why
it was
are you
driving?
trying
It was-
to incriminate him? Shut the fuck up.
It was either a dog or a sheep. It was one or the other.
Well, process of elimination would say the odds are it's a dog.
Yeah, it was in the
Okay.
city.
All right.
Yeah, my kids won't let me live down that one day that I hit that dog.
You hit a dog too? Did you hit him or run him? Oh, like I ran. I
I didn't run him over. I hit
guy.
the shit out of him
God.
though. Like North Versailles. You know how you go up to North Versailles? There's that McDonald's, and then you turn down, and there's Permanis right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going down that hill. Right, it's me. It's me, my significant other, and my kids. You know what I'm saying? So we're going down this hill, and out of nowhere, a dog, bow, hit him. Arr! That's what you hear, and then the dog like limps away. Or he looks like the dog, the canine version of Weekend at Bernie's at this point. But the car is full. For one, I'm not picking up a fucking dog. Okay, I will hit that fucking dog and let him die. The owner should have let the motherfucker.
Easy,
No,
easy,
fuck. It's a
easy.
dog. Okay. First
Yeah,
off,
it's
it's a
somebody's
fucking
pet, though, man.
I don't give a fuck. They should have did a better job keeping it.
This isn't like a deer or a possum.
They should have did a better job keeping it.
It's a domestic.
They should have did a better job keeping it. If it was so fucking domesticated, it shouldn't have got past the fence or out the house or wherever the fuck it was. It shouldn't have ran away.
See, that's some remorseless shit. I
That
cried.
is right there.
No,
I cried when I hit this
First
dog.
off, I couldn't stop laughing, but my kids still will not let me live it down. They're like,
So you
they're like,
laughed
you remember? Yeah,
with
fuck
kids
yeah.
in the car after you hit a dog.
Jesus, dude.
What a-
Seriously,
what
that's
a
not
parent.
right,
I
man.
laughed so hard. That dog bounced off of that headlight. He fucked my headlight up too. I'm not suing the dog. Fuck that dog.
There was blood in my undercarriage, so I knew.
Yikes.
Yeah, he probably wasn't dead. I didn't even look back. I just kept going.
I'm sure that dog died eventually.
Your
but I
situation
couldn't
isn't
care
much
less.
better, dude. I think you should have stopped.
But I cried.
Fuck that shit. But I cried.
Oh, okay. Shit, I didn't know you cried.
I was watching this interview with Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson, and they're like, "Well, Mike, why would you bite his ear?" And he's like, "I said sorry." he just kept saying, "I said sorry," like that just made everything. Better. I cried. Yeah, but no, I fucking let. Who
Showed
gives
sorrow.
a fuck? It's a fucking dog. First off, and secondly, if you really wanted that dog, it wouldn't have ran the fuck away. Fuck that dog. Fuck the owner.
The
I
owner's
wouldn't stop.
wants and needs have nothing to do with what an animal does.
I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping to check on
No.
a fucking dog.
No, well, like, okay, so this is okay. So I'm not like I'm not that harsh on animals, but if I see a squirrel, like I always look at that Geico commercial where they swerve when they see the squirrel. There's something in me. I just can't. I'm not going to kill myself over a squirrel.
I'm never swerving. If any animal, honestly, if any animal or person in the street and I'm driving and I
Whoa.
can't stop,
Whoa.
I'm not going to swerve unless it's a kid.
like, can't stop,
If it's
won't
a child.
stop.
You
If
said,
it's a
but you
child-
said a person though.
He did.
Let me tell you something.
That is
If there's a-
vehicular homicide.
No, it's
That's
not
manslaughter,
It's not
motherfucker.
vehicular homicide
Murder
if I
too.
don't do it on purpose. Like, it's,
No, that's what manslaughter. You don't mean to kill him,
yeah,
but you kill him.
You do it.
well, don't run in the street then, people. That's all I'm saying. But
Well,
anyway,
I was just to interject real quick. I was driving in a parking lot one time, and this dude just walked right out, didn't even look, and then he got mad at me because I didn't stop. And I'm like, dude, your mother should have told you don't walk out in front of traffic.
okay.
Wait,
so
did you
now
say
you're-
that to him?
You know,
No, I mean, we were yelling at each other like,
you know how quick. You notice how quick he just jumped onto my side now. Before it was manslaughter. Now it's your mother should have taught you better.
well, don't walk into traffic.
I
That's
failed
what
my
I'm saying.
driver's test
Yeah.
because of that. My first
Because you
driver's
hit
test.
somebody?
No,
You
hit somebody?
no, they were having. Whoa, easy. that would be a hell of a story to tell. But no, like, so I took my first
Yeah,
driver's
behind
license.
2 inches of 2 inches of glass.
Well, you know, like the DMVs are like in shopping centers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had this huge liquidation sale. Remember Ames?
Oh,
Yeah,
love that.
They had a
remember
huge
Ames.
liquidation sale, and I was coming around one of those corners after parallel parking, and this lady just felt the need to beat me on this pursuit angle. And the guy's like, turn here, and I was just like, fuck it. And I went, and I hit this curb.
Oh, did you fail?
I hit a
felt it,
curb.
yeah.
I hit a curb the first time I took my driver's test too.
Bullshit.
It's so fucking
They
stupid.
put them in those shopping centers so you can hit those fucking curbs.
No, but yeah, I'm not stopping for animals. I'm sorry. I'm not turning away for animals. You know why? Because if I crash, animals ain't paying my bills. The animals aren't taking care of my family.
I can't swerve for a squirrel. Like,
I'm
they're
not
super
swerving
agile.
for anything.
See, I can't, like a squirrel, chipmunk, even like a mole that you can see. I've seen run across.
Moles
and
are
I've
fucking
stopped
ugly.
for
They
that.
need to be
You
ran
stop
over.
for those things?
I can't help it, man.
They're so agile that to where like they'll jump out. They'll get
I
out of the
know,
way.
but I can't help but
actually
stop.
made
I
my
feel so
wife
bad if I
cry.
hit.
I actually made my wife cry because like we were on 51 and this squirrel was running across and it got stuck. It was in a game of Frogger. Like, you know how the cars run
Doesn't
on
know where to
51,
go.
so it didn't have anywhere to go. And it ran back, and then it seen another car coming on the other side, so it ran over into our side, and she was driving, and she ran it over, and I just kept making fun.
Oh shit!
I was like, that squirrel was probably going to its family with its last meal. So not only did you kill Daddy Squirrel, you killed the whole family of squirrels. Nobody else hunts. Nobody in the she started crying.
I hit a possum one time, and my daughter watched it happen, and you could feel it too. And then every time we drove past it, she would cry, just looking at it and thinking about it.
I was fucking driving, and this raccoon, I thought it was gonna hurry up and run across the street, and it didn't. It did the little back spike thing, and all you heard was thump, thump.
Fuck.
Fuck that raccoon up.
Fuck! I had a raccoon fuck up my radiator because that
Fuck
motherfucker.
shit up, man.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying. These
so
animals,
big.
these animals are dickheads.
I fucking hate
They're
raccoons.
dickheads. Get the fuck out of
do
the
animals
street, you
commit
stupid
suicide?
ass animals. When they're about to die, yes.
No, I'm talking about like running out in the traffic. You think some of them are just like, I can't deal with this life.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When they're when they're
I got
sick,
this girl. She followed me to my mom's house. She was beating on me. Can't take it anymore.
when they're sick, when animals are sick, yeah, they do commit suicide.
That came from one of Cedric's stand-ups. He said his daughter asked him. He said because he bought his daughter a goldfish, and he said that you put it in the fucking you put it in the bowl, and he said you
couldn't
leave.
think of the word.
I couldn't think
bowl.
of it. He said you leave.
What do you eat cereal out of? Quick. Stumped him.
It's
Plates.
a good thing you're here, Double D. What a fucking moron.
He said you put the goldfish in the bowl. He said you leave for the week and you come back. The goldfish is dead on the counter. Suicide. He said that goldfish knew for damn sure. He's swimming around and like, you know what? I'm not supposed to. I know I'm not supposed to swim in a fucking circle for 3 days. I'm a fish. Fuck it. And he said he jumps out and he's like,
Flop it around.
suicide.
Convulsing.
And then he said the same thing about like possums. He's like, possum just. You ever think that a possum just tired of being a possum? And he was just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. And just goes out there in traffic.
Fuck.
And he gets run over. And his boys like pour out liquor for him and shit, and then they sing, "How do I
Yeah, man.
say goodbye?"
I just don't care. I just don't care about animals running into the street. I'm going to hit you. I'm not turning away. Sorry. I'll hit my brakes if it's a big animal. I'll try to hit my brakes, but I'm not turning off the street. You're crazy.
Deer are the worst.
No filter. No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Hey guys, welcome to No Filter, an EMP Network production, where we have straight talk and no PC consistency. Just know that the opinions from the hosts are not a reflection of the EMP Network. Thanks for listening, and we hope you like this one.
Because they're the most indecisive creatures I've ever met. Like, if animals, like, had jobs, regular jobs, I would not want them to be my boss or in charge of anything. Because they can't make decisions. They run out into the street. They don't know which way they're going.
They couldn't be in the workforce. No.
I seen a deer clear a car, though. Like, this deer was running full speed, like, out of the woods. It was when I was a kid. I was walking to school. I was walking to Northview Elementary School. And I got to the gate at Northview, and we're walking, and I'm walking, and there's a car going by. It was one of my teachers, and this deer straight out of the woods.
That was part antelope. I want you to know that.
Cleared this fucking car, bro.
Reindeer, maybe.
She was like, the teacher jumped out like, did you see that deer jump over the car? Bitch, I'm right next to you. Yeah. He almost kicked me. Yes, I seen it.
Like a deer just flew through the air. Hell yeah, I saw that.
It was like on Bad Boys 2 where he was where the Haitian dude dropped the car and he's like, "Did you see that?" He was like, "They're throwing cars. How can I not see that?" Yeah, I fucking seen it. What kind of? Anyway, let's move on to our actual topic now. Double D, you're up.
Oh shit, we haven't even gotten to our first topic yet. All right. So, did you guys hear about? I'm not a big. I just realized we're talking about I'm about to talk about Kardashians, and I know how you feel about them there.
See, I'm talking through my teeth now. Caveman DNA starting to come up.
So I'm not a big fan of Kardashians either. So this Kylie Jenner, I don't know where she falls in the line of Kardashian girls.
I think she's the baby.
She's the baby.
It's either her or Kendall.
Kendall's the youngest.
I thought one of them, but Kylie's the one that just made the Forbes list, though, I think.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the one that
How
you were
old is
really
she?
angry with.
She's like maybe 20 or 21.
She's
Oh
20,
my God.
20, I think.
She passed so many people up because what she did was it was genius.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
It was genius.
Here it comes.
She has like makeup products that she marketed to all the young high school girls. Got it. Forbes list.
Isn't that what Mary-Kate and Ashley did? Oh, they're fucking billionaires too.
Well, they also
is that where that
look like
Mary Kay
leprechauns.
comes from?
No, that's a different company.
That's the sex stuff, right?
Yeah, you're talking about Mary Kay.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Mary Kate
and Ashley.
Full House
I didn't know if that was their thing. I don't know. Sorry, Double D.
But I love their sister, by the way. She was
Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh,
is,
God.
Wait,
beautiful.
they had another sister?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch
in
from
the Avengers.
Huh?
Yeah, that's Elizabeth Olsen.
Didn't
She's cute.
She's
the
beautiful.
Olsen twins go to CMU or something?
I don't fucking know.
They were supposed to.
Did they?
Yeah, I think they were supposed to or something like that.
For what? I mean, they're businessmen,
This
businesswomen.
They were probably
So misogynistic.
going to teach there.
No, this was they were supposed to attend because they're a year older
Bulimia
than me.
101.
I think.
Huh?
They're a year older than I am.
Okay.
And they were supposed to go to school. Like when I was coming out of high school, or when they were coming out, I heard they were supposed to be coming to Pittsburgh to go to school.
Oh.
I don't know. I heard that it was just word of mouth.
They're a year older than you. Why not
That's-
just say
that's-
they're my age?
That's crazy to me because I think of Little Michelle on Full
Cougars.
House, and I'm like, wow, that's little art.
No,
You guys are the same age.
No, I'm the same age as Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
He's a year younger than me.
Okay, well, you just said to him,
So
why
he
not just
wasn't-
say you're the same age? You're basically
No, I
the
said
same
why
age.
not say they're my age? My
Oh, your age.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
No, but yeah, he's a year younger than
What's her name? Scarlet Witch?
Elizabeth Olsen.
I don't know where I just got that from.
No, her name. She was Scarlet Witch in Avengers.
Oh, Scarlet Witch. Okay, Elizabeth
Olsen.
Olsen.
Elizabeth
Austin.
Olsen. Not
No,
Austin.
I got it.
Double D, just continue while this dickhead is Googling.
So far away from where we started. Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I know her.
Oh my god. Seek your confirmation off the mic.
Damn, was she's the older sister?
No, she's
No,
younger.
she's youngest. She's the youngest.
Why does she look the oldest?
Because the other ones look like leprechauns.
Oh, she got fucked.
She got what?
She got fucked.
She's the best looking one.
I think she got fucked in life. Cause
Dude,
she
show me a picture. What are you looking at?
She looks 40. And
No,
she's-
she doesn't.
Show me
She
a
looks
picture.
amazing.
I
What
bet
are
he's
you
looking at the
talking
wrong
about?
person.
No, I bet you no, because she looks just like
Turn your
them.
phone around.
Look, I'm going to show you.
Turn your phone around.
She does not look younger than them.
She looks amazing. Oh, she is beautiful.
Oh yeah, she is. But I'm just saying she
Mamma
looks
mia.
older. She aged like a banana.
Have you seen the other two?
I would eat that banana. The other two look like 85-year-olds.
Because of the cocaine.
That doesn't make it any different.
I know. Anyway,
Double D, go ahead.
Kylie Jenner has an 11-month-old baby. She married.
To Travis Scott, no.
Travis Scott. Who is? See, I'm getting them all confused.
Travis Scott is a rapper.
Who is? I'm thinking of the brother. Is there a brother?
Rob Kardashian?
That's who I'm thinking of, and he's married to China.
No,
something?
not anymore.
Were
You
they
are
married?
definitely removed from pop culture.
Okay.
I don't know either.
No, they are not.
None of
married.
this
They
matters.
haven't been
I don't
married
even
for a
know why
long
I brought
time.
it up. Okay. So anyways, so this 11-month-old baby from this 20-year-old, 21-year-old girl, this baby, for her birthday, just got a $2.5 million chair. It's a plush chair worth $2.5 million.
That wasn't the one from Jay-Z,
What's
was
a
it?
plush chair?
Plush. I'm assuming it's
Oh, plush.
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 That wasn't
Yeah.
the gift from Jay-Z.
it doesn't say in this article that it was from Jay-Z. I think it was from the dad.
$2.5 million is like $100 to a billionaire, though. Like that's not really a lot.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
Yeah, to
Waste
us-
of money is pretty much why I brought this up.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is spending that much on a chair?
Billionaires.
People were trying to go broke quick.
And then for an 11-month-old baby?
People were trying to go broke quick.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean,
do you not?
I don't
surely
agree
they
with
have.
it.
I don't necessarily agree with the
Why don't
people
you
who
just
are
put
trying
that
to go
fucking money
broke
away
quick
for
thing.
college? Like,
Yeah, you're a financial guy, right?
Why would you put
deal
that
with
money away
numbers.
for college when you're a billionaire? You don't.
you're
need
a billionaire
to put money
now.
Away from college.
She's 11 months old. You can be this whole situation can
You
reverse,
cannot
and you could be
spend-
on the street
Usually
sucking
within
dick.
3 generations, family fortunes are lost within 3 generations.
She's 11 months. Okay, she has fucking like 17 years before she goes to college. Anything can happen in between there. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be the wave. And unless he invests his money wisely with everything else, that's a dumbass investment.
Kylie Jenner is a billionaire.
She is. Now she's going to make sure everything's good. You know what I mean?
So what the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, so he's going to be strung out on the fucking street, and then the mom's going to have all the money, and she'll put her through. Yeah, that's
aren't
cool.
they together? Who? I mean, that's.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Okay,
Rappers
so what
go
are we,
broke
so what are
all
we
the
talking
Because
about?
rappers go broke all the time.
Travis Scott didn't buy the fucking chair.
You said it was the father, right?
Yeah, I think
he
it
but
said-
oh well.
Daddy dropped off a new chair for Stormy.
Stupid as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're not together if he dropped off the chair.
No.
Okay. But still, I mean, I mean, you get to a point when you're so rich and so famous that you're just in a bubble where you think this is normal. Like, this is not, like
But
you said,
see,
not
that
a
is-
good investment.
that
no
is
matter how
normal.
much money you have, that can be spent on better things than
That
a
is
chair.
that is normal for them though. And
Like,
they may
momentarily.
Not think,
That's
may
what
not
I'm saying.
think-
Normal for them because they're living in a
Yeah,
bubble.
exactly. Well, it's not. It's a bubble of, I guess,
Privilege.
of 2%ers. 1%. You think? Yeah. Well, she's a billionaire, but so like, I mean, that is their normal, and maybe they don't think that $1.2 million can be spent on anything better than a chair.
I thought it was 2.
$2.5 million.
2.5.
Regardless, that's the quantity. The quantity really isn't the point. The point is they may not think that can be spent on anything other than a chair.
That's insane.
That makes them fucking stupid.
It makes them rich. Like
And
that's
stupid.
the I don't think it's rich, and you can't really be stupid if you're a billionaire. She didn't inherit that money.
I mean,
But
her team
I mean, you
put
can't-
her, like she didn't
yeah,
do it
she
herself.
didn't do that stuff.
Come on.
She
She
hired
puts her
She's
name,
the
she
name.
slaps her name on
She's
it.
the
She
name.
pays for it.
Her family's the
regardless,
name.
She hired her team. Like that, do you really think that tutelage isn't getting passed down from Chris to Kim to Chloe to Courtney to Kendall to Kylie?
They're
to
good. They're all
Kendall?
set.
I guarantee that they have
that
people that
tutelage
do
is
all
getting
their
passed,
shit.
so that is smart.
There's
That
no
is-
way this 20-year-old girl is fucking.
There's
I'm
no
not-
way she
but
came
I'm
up with
not-
some sort of.
But
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is, whatever the case is, whatever the idle hands that are behind this whole situation is, there has to be some type of brains that's working this operation.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I'm just saying it's
they're
not
getting
her.
a nice percentage.
If it's in the family, they're not even getting a percentage.
Tell me
it's
what,
just one
what
big part
brain
of
in that
family.
family is.
Chris is a fucking genius.
Who's Chris? The mom?
The mom. She is a genius.
Yeah, she fucking slutted herself out to be.
There it is.
Of course.
There it is.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Okay, so she slutted
The
herself
fucking-
out. She
the
ended
one
up being
girl's
a
O.J.
millionaire, and then
Simpson's
her
daughter.
money started making money.
the middle one's O.J. Simpson's daughter.
It,
dude.
that
Like,
what part of that matters?
it's smart, but it's unethical.
it doesn't.
Ruthless.
Who gives a fuck about ethics?
Yeah, it's all about money, though, right? That's how they think.
exactly.
Fuck them. Sorry.
Who cares about ethics? Is that I
Yeah,
think
right.
our tagline for this
That's
podcast.
it has to be ethics.
Like-
Who gives a fuck?
He hates. You just hate them.
I don't have a lot of respect for those people, but it's fine. I love what
Those
Kim is
people.
doing. I love what Kim is doing with the prison reform thing, but they should all use their voice for something big like that.
Mm-hmm.
They have the influence to fucking do it. They have the influence to change a lot,
Yeah.
and they don't.
Yeah. You
They
should be
use their
doing that
voices
instead
for-
of buying a chair.
Exactly. Why don't you
But-
fucking use that $2 million to run a campaign? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? All right, you can get me started.
I know that was the point. That was the point.
Sorry.
But yeah, I just found it dumb. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I found it dumb, but like I said, from their perspective, they may have nothing better to do with that money.
I mean, if I came up in that bubble, I'd probably be the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thank God that I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I prefer to live this life opposed to that life because I'm not going to sell my soul for money, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I don't. There's some people who be like, "You're stupid." The love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I mean?
My fucking.
Yeah. Let's go into this for a second, okay?
Oh my god.
I'm not going to sell my soul for money. I don't give a fuck about who thinks of what of me or what I can, like, I'm fine the way I live now, and I'm happy to have loved ones and a whole bunch of people who don't fucking hate me.
Yeah,
You know
money
what I
may
mean?
not buy happiness, but what the Fab say, money can't buy happiness, but it's a damn good down payment.
I think if I had
think
that
that's
chair, I would sell it and I could use that $2.5 million
And then, like, you
a
have
lot
to think
more wisely.
a chair probably depreciates like a car. As soon as you walk out the store with it,
As soon as that 11-month-old baby
regardless-
spits up on it,
so it sits in it.
fucking just another fucking
that
lazy
ass
boy.
smell.
I don't know. It may be worth even more now because her baby puked on it.
Like
to be
that
honest with
Banksy
you,
painting that got shredded.
Yeah, to be honest with you, there's probably some sickos out there. It's like, this is like the ultimate souvenir. I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
buy this. Like,
Yeah.
I'll buy it for $10 million.
Then can you imagine? Like, imagine a chair. A chair's not gonna. You're not gonna pass that down to your kids. That's gonna last 5-10 years.
It depends
at
on how
most,
much
and then
the
you
chair
gotta
is
fucking
worth.
throw it out.
How big is the chair? Is it like a baby chair or is
Here's
it like,
a picture.
It's a baby chair, but it depends on how much the chair is worth as well.
That is so stupid. That is so stupid. And it looks like a fucking spider.
All right,
What
let's
are
go.
all
Let's
these
go
white?
ahead
What
and
are
move
these
on.
white balls with
Let's go. Let's go
tongues?
ahead and move on.
It looks like white balls with tongues on them.
Let me see.
Let me get
And the
this.
tongues
article.
have
Oh, what is
the
that?
tongues
Yeah.
have the toxic signal on it. Don't lick me.
It looks like. It looks like how cartoon characters when they die they get X's over their eyes.
Like Felix the cat.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. A whole bunch of Felix the cats that were killed and sewn together into a chair.
And they said, voila.
Voila. You pay me $2.5 million, I give you this chair.
And his dumbass was like, bet.
Bet. All right,
man.
let's move on. Let's move on. So I put this in a group chat. I don't know if you guys seen it. Police teacher. It says police teacher arrested after masturbating in front of students.
Yeah, I did see that.
Seriously, guy. Like,
Things
do
are
you
getting out
guys?
of
Do you guys want a little more?
Give it a little.
All right.
Give it a little more.
Police in Ohio say a substitute teacher was arrested for masturbating in front of the students in the classroom. The Fairfield Police Department says 41-year-old Tracy L. Abraham was arrested Tuesday after a school resource officer received several complaints of a substitute teacher masturbating in the classroom while students were present. So
He's probably just looking at like
we're
certain
gonna
students.
we're gonna put a block mark on the while students were present thing. A school resource officer immediately responded to the classroom, Creekside Middle School, and removed Abram. All right.
Middle school,
Now,
not
did he
even a high
remove him?
school.
Did he remove him with his pants down or up?
I have no idea, but the funny thing is, like, why would you do that?
Mentally ill.
Till you
man.
get home, buddy.
Mentally ill. Like I don't understand. Like if anyone is in their right mind, like what causes you to do something heinous like that?
See, and I'm not saying that he may not be mentally ill, but he's still held accountable for that fuck shit.
Of course.
Oh, for sure. That's a decision that you make.
Yeah. Like you could have did it in a supply closet and got in less trouble. Even if the janitor
Or
was
in
in
a
there,
fucking-
he may have helped you.
Or in a damn, if you go to a stall in the bathroom, like you know what I mean.
Well,
like,
I'm sure that was his whole
you
thing. Why he
guys
was getting a thrill from
It was a
doing it in
thrill,
front of
yeah.
people.
Did you guys ever masturbate at work?
At work?
no,
I don't think so.
At a job. I'm not talking about at your current job, but at a job.
Any job?
no,
Yeah.
no.
I don't think so.
You never did? Okay.
Why did you?
No.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, there was this one time when I was a substitute teacher. But other than that was the one and only time.
this guy, but did you see his picture? Did you see the picture of him?
I
This
saw
guy
him.
looks like he masturbates.
You'd
in
be
front
so
of people.
pissed off.
He's so sad and pathetic in his mugshot.
You'd be so
And it's
pissed off.
Ohio, so he looks like Drew Carey.
Is it Cleveland?
It was Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, but you'd be so pissed off if that story was at a like a Krispy Kreme or a Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah.
I would
so mad.
I would be mad because I would never eat donuts. I would never eat Krispy
Glazed
Kreme
donuts.
Those
and
glazed
or
donuts.
Dunkin' again.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Let me tell you something. If I bite into a donut and it's salty, I'm killing somebody. I am killing somebody.
It would be funny just to add a little bit of salt to the glaze if you worked there.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you listen to this podcast and you are in Pittsburgh and you work at Dunkin' Donuts and you see Remorseless and his donut is salty, he's beating the fuck out of you. Period.
That's so funny just to think about that. It's uncomfortable.
You notice how I set the premise just to make sure that everybody knew that where it was going to be, just to make sure.
Yeah, I think people are going to actually try to do it now. They're going to be like, "Fuck that guy."
If you see remorse, this is a call to action, people.
Yeah.
Why do you always call action on me? This is like the fourth call to action you did. Like,
Because get remorseless a glazed donut.
I will beat the fuck out of you. I will
Glaze
beat
his
the dog shit.
Glazed remorseless donut. Everyone
All right,
out there
all
who's
right,
all
all right,
listeners, glaze his donut.
I don't even have it. You know what? I don't
That's
even
something
like
that may be something sexy to say in the bedroom. Like, I'm going to glaze your donut.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Have you never heard that before?
What if she was
heard that
sensitive
before.
about her weight?
That would be terrible.
She'd be like, "What do you mean glaze my donut? Are you calling me fat?"
I'd be like,
Well, I
didn't
guess
say-
that mood's killed.
I'd be like, I didn't say glaze your tire. That's terrible. Like the Michelin Man. Get it?
Come on,
Get it?
Vandalay.
You guys get it?
No, stop fucking looking like. Don't give me a hand fan and start. All right, let's.
So what could be what could kill the mood for you guys? Like if you guys were like, getting hot and heavy with your girl, right? And then she says something or you do something that completely ruins it.
You know what ruins it for me? When they're too freaky.
What?
When they act like they do like shit that's too freaky, like they're licking on themselves and doing shit, I'm like,
What?
Pineapples.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
What's pineapples?
That's the
What is
code.
that?
That's my kill. My word for kill is.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember the Kevin Hart? You ever see the Kevin Hart skit where he's like, "Yeah, where everybody's doing freaky stuff," and then like my safe word is pineapples.
Okay.
But like,
And he
yeah,
just went into a whole spew about like all kind of different shit that she was doing, and he was like, "No, pineapples, I'm out of here."
I'm not even biting that. Like, that's serious for me. Like, when I identified with that when he said it on the stand-up. He said if a girl is too freaky, like she's like licking her nipples and doing all this shit, he's like, no, I'm out of here. I can't do it.
Oh man, I love that.
Ugh,
shit.
that's
I
disgusting.
love that shit.
And they're like, "Come over here, big boy." I'm like, "Nah,
see, that's
all right.
that.
Come here, lover boy.
That would probably give me a direction right there, like that.
For me,
This train is going off the rail.
It's whenever they like if you're kissing, they kind of like try and play coy or hard to get, and they like pull back and like and do like a biting motion. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to kiss you. Get over here.
Oh shit!
You never had that happen?
You mean bite your bottom lip?
Yeah, like bite at you or like
I
they
love
pull
that
back,
shit. Like
they're playing hard to get.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Bite your bottom lip thing. Oh man, that shit is fire.
Or like, don't pull your shit.
Like, do you not know how to kiss?
Don't pull your shit up or down. Don't pull your. So I had a chick come in late. I was sitting on the couch. She went and got ready. Whoa. Let me tell it, because I know it came off a little weird.
Yeah, dude.
I had to stop you before anything. Like,
she was this chick's name Tyrone?
No. She went in the bedroom and she put on this, one of those long T-shirts or whatever. She came and she laid
what
across.
A long T-shirt is.
She came and laid across my lap, but then she pulled the T-shirt up
Uh-huh.
and there were no panties on. I was like, I could have did that. Like, I mean, you didn't have to. Like, because it's weird now.
Why is that weird?
You thought that was too far to go just for that
I was
payoff?
fully clothed, and I was just like, come on. Like, we were going to do this anyway.
hell
Like, you should have just let me,
No. You don't have to let me do that. I think that's sexy as shit.
But then she didn't even look at me. She just, like, looked at the TV and just was like, huh. And I was just like, get the fuck out of here.
So you were mad that she prepped in advance?
The prep was good. It was that she flipped her shirt up.
So the presentation.
The presentation.
You are a fucking prissy little bitch. What the fuck?
I could maybe
are
get
you
on
talking?
board with that.
You get that?
What are y'all talking
Let me
about?
do that. Like, because we already knew we were going to,
Yeah.
And she
Oh
just,
my gosh,
whatever.
y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy
Like,
as hell.
sometimes just trying to be over, be
Overly
organic.
sexy.
Yeah,
I would
like,
rather you just not put anything on at all and just come down the stairs without clothes on.
See, I
I'm
like
not into
something.
that. Like,
I like lingerie.
I love that. I don't
think
like
that's
lingerie.
sexy.
I think the biggest waste of money that you can buy a woman is flowers and lingerie.
I disagree.
Lingerie looks better on the floor.
I disagree. I think that can be sexier than being naked.
I'm not really big into lingerie either.
Absolutely not.
I don't like those presentations.
I think like a t-shirt on with nothing under it is sexier than lingerie.
Not for me.
I'm not into the whole presentation of it. Like, presenting yourself as sexy. Like, I'm not. It doesn't. It doesn't take all that for me to get worked up. Like, just come over here. Like,
Yeah, let me tell you something. The wind can blow and I'll get an erection. Like,
That's what I'm gathering here. You're
Can't
ready
be in
to
a
just
school
fuck
zone.
anything anywhere.
You can't be in a
man.
school zone.
I
let the wind blow in the school zone.
never, like, that's great.
Hey, remorseless. I was wondering why you were always standing 200 yards from the school. Now I know.
This isn't the podcast for those jokes.
Yeah, it is. He's 200 feet and 3 inches, and it blows, and he's still safe. I'm joking. That's a joke.
No, but
That's a joke.
I hate when you do shit like that. No, but like I would rather you just not have anything. Like, that's sexy as shit to me. You know what it is? It's the confidence. The confidence, like the confidence in that is just like, that's a gigantic turn on for me.
I can dig that. I had a chick do that one time. Like, she put lingerie on, and she came out of the bath. Like, she was in there for a while. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was tired. And I kind of figured that we were going to whatever, but then I was just like, maybe not, because she's like in there. She might be taking a shit. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. There's no water running. She comes out, and I was like, why do you have that on? Like,
What'd you put on? Like,
it was a lingerie, and I
Okay.
just was like, that's so whack to me. Like,
See,
like,
for me, we're like, we're gonna get to the naked part eventually. So have your part that you guys like, the naked part. This is an extra part. On top of that is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So much stuff because you're gonna have the part that you like
so
too.
you're into foreplay and all that stuff?
Yeah, I like that. I like visually looking at a beautiful, sexy woman.
What's your foreplay move?
Oh, hey. Hey, come on, buddy. Come on.
Come on, man. Give us the pre-fuck scene. Give us the double D
have
pre-fuck
to double
scene.
D.
Come on.
No.
Don't be dodgy. Come on.
You know what double D stands for, right? Damn dodgy.
No, but honestly, one of the sexiest things I've ever seen a woman wear is it was Valentine's Day and she actually wrapped herself in a ribbon. That shit was sexy as shit to me.
A ribbon?
Yeah, she had like what I don't know where they sell these big ass ribbons. This ribbon was like
a sash,
like the one that you put on a car, like that big
yeah,
ass bow.
yeah, that's what it looked like. But
Christmas time commercials.
It wasn't tied in a bow. She tied it in the front, like over her chest. It was sexy as shit.
So what was on the bottom?
So she tied it in a knot behind her.
She like wrapped it like the way she wrapped herself. It was crazy.
This is too complicated for me, man.
And then she brought it around like her titties, and then she tied it in a bow right in front. It was fire.
I think somebody's gonna get a paper cut. That sounds dangerous to me. So did you unwrap her? Did you pull on it?
I pulled the string and it just all fell.
What if he pulled it and then she like fucking like spun like that?
She disappeared she disappeared and the bow was there.
She can't do it anymore. She's like, I got nausea, heartburn, and indigestion.
I don't even think we should move to our next topic.
Look, we cannot segue into this. We cannot.
Absolutely, we can.
All right,
we can.
Speaking of being nauseous,
just the FYI, this is Vandalay's topic.
Let's put a disclaimer out there. So we're transitioning, and it's going to be uncomfortable. So we're going to try to do our best here, but this is something that has to be talked about on the No Filter podcast. Okay, this is Vandalay, and this is my topic.
Don't ever dateline the fucking podcast.
Like that?
Did you hear that?
That was good, wasn't it?
I'm Art Vandalay, and this is my topic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
R. Kelly. So, in recent news, R. Kelly's re-emerged, and all of his scandals and his 20 years worth of bullshit re-emerged because there was a docu-series it's on Lifetime, right? Called Surviving R. Kelly, where a bunch of women that he actually either sexually assaulted, some that were underage, whatever it may have been, some that he's had in this, what the fuck is that house called again? A brothel or something, whatever he has. A lot of women can't,
Chocolate factory.
No, he literally has women who stay with him, but they can't look at their phones. They can't contact their families.
I've heard that. Yeah,
all that shit.
Yeah.
So these women actually spoke. Well, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't everyone, but there were a lot of women that spoke out on this docuseries. And I mean, right now, R. Kelly is getting destroyed. Like social media, mainstream media, everyone's killing him right now, and it's revealing a lot of things that no one really knew. We kind of had a picture because we heard about the sex tape with the little girl, and then there was him peeing on her and some other, where he married Aaliyah or so. She was only 15 years old. But there's a lot more shit. I mean, there's a lot more women. They all have crazy ass stories about him. My thing about it is that this stuff has been happening for years. And I think this was the most opportune time to bring it up during this whole Me Too movement and everything, right? But it's been 20 years. The same behavior. This man is not going to change. It might be like after this, if he gets if he goes to trial, he gets acquitted. He's going to continue with the same behavior. This is who he is. He is a problem. He married a 15-year-old when he was like my age, like 30. You know what I mean? Like he has a fucking problem, and he's never been put away for it. They locked him up. But he got off for that trial, I believe, or whatever, with the peeing incident and all that stuff.
So what was he on trial for?
So essentially,
because I remember the incident, I remember the whole thing, but I can't remember. Were there criminal charges filed?
There were criminal charges filed. I think it was like 21 accounts of there was child pornography and some other. I don't know all that type of stuff, you know.
Okay.
But whatever it was, they spoke about it. So there was an individual her name is Sparkle, and she was one of his artists or something like that. And she was doing music with him. She actually has a couple songs with him, but she brought her niece around. Now, at the time, her niece, I think her niece was like 12 or 13. And after a while, maybe a couple years, her niece just started coming around him more and more and just showing up at the studio without even her permission. Come to find out that that niece was in the sex tape. She was the young girl in the sex tape. And at the time, I think she was 14. He had a 17-year-old as well that was also in the sex tape, and the 17-year-old speaks on this docuseries, and she admits to them having a threesome. So my thing is, R. Kelly seems like a piece of shit, right? As a human being. His music to me is great. Like, I don't know if you heard, but his fucking, being that they put this series out, of course, it's just like him dying. His fucking streams soared through the roof. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's because people actually, it reminded them of good music, or if it was people who didn't know about R. Kelly and they were just trying to understand the music and see if they can kind of correlate that to all this sexual assault stuff. The thing is, we know that R. Kelly is a piece of shit person. I don't think his music has anything to do with it, because I don't listen to his message and think about little girls. You know what I mean? But at the same time, some of these women, it seems like, put themselves in harm's way. Knowingly. Knowing that he had married a 15-year-old, knowing that he's also had a couple sexual allegations against him, and still decided, I'm still going to be around this man. Now everyone's basically chastising him on this docuseries, and I don't know if it's a money motive or if it's they're really hurt or whatever it is, but if you hear about a situation where a woman is sexually assaulted, or a man marries a 15-year-old, then he sexually assaults, or he is hanging out at a fucking high school picking up young girls. You're a young girl. Are you going to go around this man? Like, are you going to...
Not a smart move.
Not
especially if you're with a young girl with the parents. Hey, I'm going over to R. Kelly's place. No, you're not.
No, the fuck you're not.
You're
like,
not.
What are you talking about right now? You better stay your ass here. Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
The thing is, with that industry and with Hollywood, any parent of a young girl or young boy, because I've heard there's a lot of gay pedophilia in Hollywood.
Kevin Spacey had the news story.
Yeah. The music or movie industry, whatever, it would make me nervous for a producer or somebody to be like, hey, I'm interested. Have your daughter come over and we'll talk.
It'll never happen.
No.
Like, I don't need money
You'll
that much.
never be left alone.
I don't love money that much to do something like that. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I mean?
But if you think about how often it happens, it's happening all the time. There has to be parents that are willing to turn a blind eye to that, and be like, oh, okay, well, this is for your career. Just whatever he says, honey, just do it.
And it was the same
those
thing.
Those parents, shitty parents.
Shitty ass parents.
Yeah.
And you have some of the parents coming out speaking on this docu-series against him. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you let this happen.
Yeah.
You know? Now, some of the parents, I can kind of understand, because their kids were over the age of 18. But they were, like I said, once they get in that mansion or whatever, whatever fucking control that he has, he was telling them that they can't answer their phones. They can't be in other rooms talking to other women. They have to be in that room, wait for him to come in. They can't. There were so many rules that they had to abide by, and they were staying there. I'm like, if you don't fucking get up and go outside and leave and catch a cab, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I can see this is kind of like a cult situation.
It's a cult, yeah, exactly.
And there's a little bit of sympathy that comes that I can give to those people, a little bit, because I can imagine once you're in that kind of situation, it's hard to get out, especially the longer that you're in there. And I've heard this from former cult members.
Okay.
That they wanted to get out, but for whatever, because of social pressure and whatnot, it's hard to actually leave. Because I've seen, like I said, former cult members and their family members just don't understand, why don't they just leave? And it's not always that
that's what
easy.
I can't understand. I don't know anything about cults, so
they get mentally and emotionally attached to this one person, and it's like any abusive relationship. I mean,
Stockholm syndrome.
It is Stockholm syndrome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had a former girlfriend who her baby daddy would beat her and had broken her jaw and whatnot. I'm like, what? And she had 3 kids with him. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, and it's just this crazy thing that happens.
It's a sad thing,
with
man.
people.
It's a sad thing. And my thing is, everyone's making a big deal out of it, but we've known that this, like, we're older. I remember Dave Chappelle making fun of R. Kelly when I was in high school, 16 years ago. We knew that this was the man he was.
Mhm.
He's never done time for any of it. I don't know. It's just he's gotten away with so much of it, and now it's coming back up. Now that this movement is here. This may be actually something that needs to happen, though. If Me Too and this whole movement may be actually putting him in jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's something that needs to happen. You know, I mean, I think his new music now sucks to me because he's talking about like he's making like wedding dance music and shit. I don't give a fuck.
I'll tell you, I can name 2 R. Kelly songs. I Believe I Can Fly and Remix to Ignition. That's all I know.
You know what's crazy? I have all of his albums.
Did you
Like,
really?
I've been an R. Kelly fan since I was a kid because my mom used to listen to it around the house. You know, like along with Tony Braxton and all those
Okay.
older R&B
Yeah.
individuals. So I grew up on R. Kelly. Never did I once envision while listening to a song like a kid. You know what I mean? Because he seemed like he talked to older women. He portrayed it in music videos, but it's Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And then he really likes little girls, so he's probably singing about them, which kind of weirds you out. You know what I mean? But like to me, it's still like he makes good music that I can kind of vibe to, and that's what everyone has said. They said it on the Breakfast Club. They said it on Ebro in the Morning. He makes good music. It's just that he's a piece of shit human being. And what we've done is we've tried to correlate these people's personal lives with their professional lives, and you can't do that. You can't. These guys like Usher. I love Usher's new album. However, Usher's, I don't know, there's always women coming out about him having herpes and giving them herpes, and there's a bunch of shit going on with him. So it seems like his personal life is fucked, just like R. Kelly's. But they make good music, man. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of hard for me to detach myself. And like I'm all in with the women though. You know, if you're, I'm not for the whole sexual abuse thing and child pornography. I'm not into no bullshit like that. And I don't support it. But the music, I've had people like, oh, you're still listening to his music? Fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I just went to a wedding and the bride, we were coming up with a playlist for the reception. And she's like, just don't play R. Kelly. And I was like, shit. I had like 7 songs.
You were ready.
Yeah, I was ready. But at the same time, it probably wouldn't have went well. It wouldn't have blown over well with everyone. You know what I mean? So, but it just makes you think, man. Like, you know, because if you're a dad and this happens to you, what do?
To me?
Yeah.
Or to my child?
Well, hopefully not to either one of you. But
like if I'm a grown man and this, I get sucked into this R.
If it
Kelly
happens
call,
to you're on your own, Double D. You better
I
get
don't know
yourself
how,
out of this shit.
I was just delivering some Uber Eats, and somehow a month later, I'm still in R. Kelly's house.
I was delivering strawberries. Like
suddenly I'm not allowed to leave. I'm sucking his dick now. I'm not allowed to talk to anybody. Somebody get me out of here.
He confiscated my cell phone.
And since I'm Uber, I mean, this is really racking up the charges on them.
Imagine being an Uber Eats driver. You deliver strawberries and chocolate.
Champagne? What?
You went to 3 different stores.
Like, oh shit, it's the R. Kelly special. I should have realized. Hey, have you guys seen Travis? Oh, yeah, he had to deliver to R. Kelly's house. We're not going to see him again. There he is. He's outside. He's outside.
Wow, that was fantastic timing.
Oh my god!
Big shout out to whoever that was outside of my house.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I am in tears.
Uber driver.
That is
Let
hilarious.
me go check on my kids.
I knew we would be able to make some comedy of this subject because it's crazy. But then I had jokes loaded, like just in the clip, ready.
Oh, they write themselves pretty much when
Yeah.
it comes to somebody is a boisterous character like R.
Definitely,
Kelly.
yeah, definitely,
Over the top character.
definitely.
You think we're still in the Me Too movement?
I think it's still going on.
Because that happened at like the fall of last year. Well, it's 2019 now. So this
2019.
happened like 2017, whenever the Me Too movement really took.
Well,
all
yeah,
that.
because there's guys that are still going down. Like there were
Yeah.
guys going down last week. I was like, what the fuck? Like AJ, I don't know if you ever watched 106 in Park. Have
Nope.
you ever watched BET?
Yeah, I might have caught a
flipped
thing or
through.
two.
But there's a show that I used to watch in high school when I got home from school. And
Ask
it came
him
on.
Double D if he ever watched BET is wild.
It's hilarious, isn't it?
Did you ever watch WET?
WET. What?
What white entertainment television? No, you never watched that.
I watch TV.
They really have one?
I watch regular TV.
You've watched MTV then?
VH1.
VH1.
No, I'm
CMT,
convinced only
CMT,
old people watch
Country
VH1.
Music Channel. Country music
Yeah, there you
television
go.
That's wild.
Is white people TV.
I'm convinced only old people that watch VH1.
No, you know what? That's why I like the culture thing and not the race thing, because that's a country thing, not a white thing.
Yes. Yes.
But
But they only play like
Yeah, but it
reruns of
still
like
makes
Beavis
the
and
joke-
Butthead
that,
on
that,
VH1.
That tarnishes the joke.
It
Come on,
does.
you got to
I
go with the
apologize.
stereotypes, Double D.
I
Don't start getting all
apologize.
finger and buttish.
whoa, I'm not fingering anybody's butts.
Oh, what's the R. Kelly special again?
Strawberries, chocolate, and champagne. Bottle of champagne.
Uber Eats. That is hilarious. I'm going to use that in my outside life.
Uber Eats or the
No,
R.
no, no,
Kelly
I'm gonna-
As opposed to your inside life?
No, I'm gonna tell people that joke.
So, I haven't heard anything about Harvey Weinstein, going back to the Me Too
I didn't-
movement. You said people were still going down. I haven't heard.
He got
what's happened.
exonerated.
Did he really?
Yes, he got
That's
exonerated.
not-
He told me today. I knew he was up for trial, but I didn't know he got exonerated. But
Man.
what I was saying was one of the hosts for that 106 and Park show on BET.
Oh, yeah.
He just went down.
Okay.
3 women or 2 women came out about him, and it's just, man, it's a fucking train with these guys, man.
I hope it wasn't
It was.
free, man, because she was so bad.
I know. He probably tried to. If you were a co-host with Free, you probably tried. You probably shot your shot.
I would have definitely shot my shot at Free. Like, whoo.
But there's a difference between shooting your shot and then like fucking just going crazy. You
Is
know
there
what I mean?
though? Is there?
If I
Because
say-
what were we talking about before? Like somebody just talking to people now is
We were
toxic
saying that.
masculinity and sexual harassment and,
And
shit like that.
I made that list.
Now
I know.
I'm not correlating this with like the R. Kelly shit. Like you didn't hear me say anything.
We're past
during
R. Kelly.
it because
We're past R.
you
Kelly.
didn't hear me say anything during it because everybody's been talking about it, and I just didn't want to talk about it. But
Kearney Vance
Vandalay
did.
said he wanted to, so who am I to say no? But what were we talking about?
You can't like talking about the difference between shooting your shot and just going fucking
Oh
crazy.
yeah, so but that's you just gotta how do we find the line?
The balance. Like,
you know
where's
what
the
you know
balance?
what the problem is? The problem is everybody is talking about problems and not giving solutions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay. So if you don't want us to shoot our shot that way, then how do you want us to shoot our shot?
No.
Let me know.
There is no. So this is what I said. There will be no more men. I have friends that say that they don't even approach women anymore. They don't approach guys either, but they don't approach women.
You fucked up.
Because they said they're just too afraid to say something that may be uneasy. Like you have to be careful to just say you're beautiful today. You know what I mean? Like that can be considered as sexual harassment in
Shout
this
out
movement.
to being married.
You know? Because back in the day, you used to be able to walk up to a woman with flowers. You would look so like at
Yeah.
the workplace. I would never do that, by the way. But like walk up with flowers and say you're
I've done
beautiful.
that
Beautiful,
before.
yeah.
At the workplace?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do it.
Giving flowers, you said that was a waste of money.
Yeah,
Do you give flowers?
Oh, wait a minute. Just because it's a waste of money doesn't mean I've never done it. And
Okay.
I,
All right,
I
fair
don't do it.
enough.
I still do it. I have to. I don't have a choice. Like that's
Fair enough.
I'm an asshole 63 days a year. Birthday and Valentine's Day are the only 2 days that I can't be an asshole.
look, I made this chick seem like she felt so shitty about herself. Right? This was like
You made her feel shitty about herself?
this was Monday, right?
Perfect
this was
subject
Sunday.
for the R. Kelly episode.
This is Sunday. I didn't make her feel that way. I made her feel like the reverse of what I played the victim. Let's put it that way. I played the victim. So Sunday she was supposed to come over and hang out. But she said she ended up texting me like, "Oh, I'm going out. Will you be up later?" I got fucking work in the morning. What are you talking about? I said, I might, so just text me.
Did she charge her phone?
Yeah, she did. But she was out anyway. So she ended up texting me, and it was like maybe 1 or something. I had my phone on vibrate, so I woke up. I was like, what the fuck? Like, these are like panty dropping time. Like, what the fuck? You don't text no guy at 1 o'clock talking about him coming over.
Yeah, when you got work the next day?
Yeah, that
in the
and
morning.
Me Too movement. We're in that climate. So I was like, what's up? And she's like, I'm coming to see you. And I was like, no, the fuck you're not.
Look at his thumb.
It's like I'm playing. It's like I'm playing. What's that? Thumb wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. She was like, yes, I am. I'll be there in a second.
Please put your thumb away.
Yeah. What you got like a Motorola Sidekick?
No, I'm just saying. So I'm like, if you
at least use 2 thumbs.
I talked to her like she was like I was like 50. I was like, if you darken my doorstep, I'm calling the police.
If you
kid you not. And she's like, I kid you not. And she thought I was joking.
Oh, did she try it?
She said, I'm coming over. I don't care. And I said, have some respect. And she's like, you have some respect. And I'm like, okay, that's some stupid shit to say when you're in defense, right? So I was like, listen, you cannot text me and booty call me at 1 a.m. Like, that's not going to happen. And I just flipped it was a role reversal. And to see her.
Not a piece of meat for you to just call and becken whenever
that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do because we live in a climate now to where there's so much pressure on guys. Flip it. It'll bust pipes. Flip it. Because and so even with like it's crazy because the next morning she texted me and was like, I'm so sorry, I understand where you were coming from.
What about that?
It's like, yeah, see that? I identify with you guys now.
Next thing you know, she's going to be proposing to you.
I know.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Is that a bitch move or is that like flipping the script?
No, I fully support that because I like my sleep too, and I would not want to be woken up when I got work in the morning.
I'm turning this franchise around, fellas. I'm starting a winning tradition.
All right. Vandalay Industries.
Here we go. Imports and exports.
All right, man. Listen. You guys need to relax. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, we covered everything that we were supposed to on this episode, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I mean, anybody got closers?
I'm good.
What the hell did we even talk about?
So I wanted to touch on the Kylie Jenner thing.
You wanted to touch on Kylie Jenner's thing?
I wanted to touch on the
Kylie
Jenner topic.
I'm right there. I'll talk.
Kylie Jenner's not. She's an attractive. She's an attractive woman.
To be honest with you,
young lady.
I think I respect Kylie and Kendall more than now the rest of the family. I think laid the foundation, but those two, like Kendall, also made the Forbes list.
Why don't you respect Kim?
Kim doesn't. She set herself up not to ever be respected by anyone.
How so?
Even after the prison thing.
She put the fucking sex tape. Well, she's trying to make a comeback, but the sex tape being out there, she was a no one before that sex tape.
She was a model. And she was a
no one. It
was a sex tape that brought her to the forefront.
The sex tape brought her to the forefront.
Really
so
made her
right
popular,
there, right there, you're eliminated from respect.
So do you respect Amber Rose?
No.
Paris Hilton?
No.
Iggy Azalea?
She has one too?
I don't know, but I wish you did.
Look how excited he got. He popped up.
So, but yeah, I respect Kylie and Kendall for what they're trying to do. And you see that they surpassed her. Like, that's what I'm saying. Kim started her career off with that sex tape, right? Now, she's been very fortunate. True. Oh, here we go. Basically, that's when she came to light. Ray J made her famous. Like, he made her famous, let's be honest.
Okay.
And then but her track record is Ray J, Reggie Bush, Miles Austin was, he wasn't with her. It was another football player, whatever. She only dates celebrities, and I mean, I guess that world is, but that was her thing, right? Then she ended up getting a show, and then she married this guy and had it on the show and divorced his ass, right? Or annulled the shit, right? It was all for money, though. Like, she, to me, has a piece of shit ass personality and will sell her soul for money. It's hard for me to respect her because she's like 8 years older than I am. You know what I mean? Like, you're still that age doing shit like that? Are you serious? I can understand a lost little young girl, but somebody like that, I can't respect you. Whatever. But her sisters have surpassed her net worth wise and they didn't have to do none of that shit.
They stand upon the shoulders of giants. If it weren't for Kim and,
They laid
and her
the foundation,
sister,
and that's why I said they laid the
Exactly,
foundation.
Double D.
They laid the foundation. However, they could have still taken that path.
Kim's probably looking at her younger sister and be like, "Shit."
I know. I didn't have
See,
to do all
I
that.
didn't have to do
I don't think they could. I don't think they could have taken that path because somebody had to climb that mountain in order to plant that flag down.
I agree.
So
I think that it
they-
started
So it was
with
Kim.
the mother.
So, it started with the mom.
And
Yeah.
she clawed her way up to where she was, and then she put her daughter out front so that she could get even
She
bigger.
put her out
and-
there in fucking trenches taking grenades.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, and she took a decent amount of grenades to the face, enough to get popular.
That seems to me like, speaking of like a parent that's okay with sending their child to a
R. Kelly's
producer.
house. Oh, or
Yeah.
to a producer.
Or producer R. Kelly's house, whatever. Somebody that they know will jumpstart their career,
Yeah.
but in a not so okay
A
way.
desperate-
So what you're
desperate
saying
way.
is
It's
Kim,
bullshit.
so what you're saying is Chris sent Kim to Ray J.
Yeah. Dude, the whole thing was
All right,
arranged.
Let's get the fuck.
You
outta
know the
here,
whole
man.
sex tape was arranged.
Let's get the fuck.
He
outta
wasn't
here.
just hanging out in L.A. and just happened to stumble across this woman
And
Get the
quote
fuck outta
unquote
here.
leaked.
Hold on, so
That
you guys
wasn't-
never,
yeah.
you guys never recorded yourselves having sex.
Once.
No.
It
Exactly.
never leaked though.
Well,
you want to know why?
you're-
Because I put the fucking tape away.
Or because you're a fucking loser and nobody cares about watching it.
It was slow too.
It was trash. The
was
sex
slow.
tape was terrible.
It was
What,
slow.
yours?
Yeah, it was
Or
slow.
Kim's?
Mine.
Is yours with Kim?
Maybe. I'm joking.
Would it be okay if I watched that with you?
with me though.
No, I'm sorry. I transposed my
All right,
words.
we're out of here.
I
Just that
transposed my
evening
words.
energy again.
All right.
No, but honestly, like, but so here's the thing, and you're saying that that was a pre-planned thing. They could have just been in a
I was
relationship
joking
and
about
taped
that, dude.
themselves.
I was
Oh,
joking
okay.
about that. Yeah.
No,
but for
I'm
the
serious.
leak, I
it
think
was
the leak.
pre-planned.
I think she benefited off of the leak, not just with
The leak,
exposure.
the leak could have been done on purpose.
Not
Oh,
just
for
with
sure.
exposure, but I think financially she gained off of that leak.
Oh, absolutely.
And to me, that's a piece of shit move. For stardom, that's a piece of shit move.
yeah.
So, do you think strippers are a piece of shit?
I don't think anyone's a piece of shit. I think the moves that they make are pieces
So,
of
do
shit.
you think stripping is a piece of shit?
I think it's a piece of shit move.
Really?
To be a stripper?
So what am I stripper
we're gonna-
shaming now? What are you guys
No,
like
we're
trying
gonna, we're gonna get in.
trying to back you
We're gonna get into these jobs that you think are piece of shit moves, and we're gonna talk about them in another podcast. But we don't have closers.
Other than that, the R. Kelly thing, man, is just ridiculous. I think we need to move past it. We know what type of man this guy is. The music, I think, still stands. I would still listen to the music because it's great music. Do I support R. Kelly? No. Do I like the music? Yes. Let me put that disclaimer out there. Other than that, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I don't have a closer. Do you have a closer, Double D?
No. I'm
All
good.
right. Well, once again, guys, thanks for listening. And some of the shit that you hear, you may like it, you may hate it, you may agree, you may disagree, you may think that we're full of shit, and there's some shit that you may relate to. But whatever it is, I guarantee you one thing: it'll always be no filter. Signing off. This is Remorseless
Me, Double D.
Vandalay.
of Vandalay Industries. You got to add that on too.
Vandalay Industries.
All right, man. Thank you for listening. Hey, robot. Robot. Hey, robot. Where's my lunch?
Fuck your lunch.
What?
Sorry, I am getting involuntarily reprogrammed by the No Filter podcast.
No Filter Podcast? What the hell is that?
The No Filter crew is taking over my systems and slapping all who opposes.
What do I do?
Join the movement or get ran over.
How do I join the movement?
Visit their social media sites.
Their social media? What are their social media sites?
Facebook, EMP Network, Instagram, EMP Network 412, no spaces, and Twitter at Network EMP. Danger, danger, fuck the sensitivity police.